Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is, of course, your broadcaster, HD StarCraft, and I'm here to bring you guys another StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay. And this is going to be another game with Whitera. He's the red Protoss player over here at the 9 o'clock position of the map. And over in the 12 o'clock, dare I say, do we have the real Dragon here? This is a blue Terran player, and he is not Protoss as the last Dragon was, but he is actually Terran. So I don't know if this is actually Millennium's Dragon or not. It doesn't, I mean, he is speaking pretty fluent English, so I'm not entirely sure. But as far as I know, it is Whitera playing, and so this is going to be another showcasing of Protoss versus Terran, courtesy of Whitera and Dragon. Now, even if this isn't the real Millennium Dragon, if it is some kind of fake dragon, he is at least Grandmasters here in Heart of the Swarm, and you know, with the beta keys now being given out for the people who pre-ordered the game on Team Liquid or Amazon or wherever it may be, the saturation in the ladder pool has gotten large enough to the point where when I say somebody is Grandmaster, I can say that with a straight face and not be like, oh, this guy's kind of Grandmaster, but not really. No, everybody who is Grandmasters right now is actually pretty damn good, and so this is going to be a high-level PvT, and I cannot wait to see what is going to happen in this game. And I believe this is going to be a best of 3, so this is going to make things pretty exciting here. Whitera kind of saying, oh, well, if you want to be strong as Terran, or if you're going to QQ, maybe you should ask for the Warhounds to come back, but he didn't say it right. He said it's the Harhounds. He wants the Harhounds to come back, and I guess Dragon here kind of complaining a little bit about the fact that Terran doesn't have that new mech option that they used to have with the Warhound. And you guys will actually recall when Blizzard came out with the patch saying that they were going to remove Warhounds, everyone's jaw kind of dropped. They're like, what? You're going to take out a whole unit? And then they said in the bottom of that patch note, we are going to make it so that the Warhound's Haywire ability will not proc on the Immortal's Hardened Shield. So it was kind of like, wait, why did you take the Warhound out and then, you know, make another change concerning the Warhound for? There's no reason for that, but I think the reason why is because Blizzard is planning to bring the Warhound back at some point. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I do think that the Warhound will return at some point here for Terran, because you know, without Warhounds, all they really have is the Widowmine as a new unit, and I guess the Hellbat as well. So it's not really, I don't think, enough diversity for Terran players, and certainly it's not enough to really make them want to play full-on mech as much as they did before. I feel like in Protoss versus Terran, the best strategy is still bio, actually. You don't really need to go mech. Warhounds before, oh yeah, hell yeah, you go mech all you want, because Warhounds were damn good. Now you kind of have to go a little bit of bio, and we can see here Dragon did go for a command center first, and he's throwing up quite a bit of barracks, and that was all scouted out here from Whitera. Whitera actually sticking with a one-base strategy. He does sure love him some one-base awesomeness, and Whitera coming in here with the taser probe. Oh, he's gonna get stuck though. Will he be able to micro the probe out? No! SCV's all surrounding on all different angles, and very good micro from Dragon. Maybe it is Millennium's Dragon, because that was really impressive. And if you look at the lost units tab, Terran hasn't lost a damn thing. Oh, I spoke too soon. So one SCV will go down. Another Zout coming in here. And this is the reason why it's Terran. You gotta wall off the front door. But Dragon did not wall off. So now he's going to start to take a lot of economic losses. 6 SCVs going down. And that was pretty damn good for Whitera, who's going to back up his 2 Zealots now that are dead and deceased. He's going to back it up with a Stalker. And Stalkers are amazingly good against upgraded Marines. So this is looking very good for Whitera to start the game off here. And he goes in, he takes out about a couple of SCVs, I believe it was 6. You can see the units lost now favoring Whitera at 350 over 250. And now with that, he can happily go ahead and grab an expansion if he so pleases, and that is going to be what he does. I actually really like how Whitera didn't do what 99% of players would have done on this map, which is just expand first, and that is what Dragon did. He went for a one-base strategy, and that worked really well. He was able to get in there with a couple of Zealots and a Stalker. He took advantage of the fact that Dragon did not wall in, because on this map, it's pretty hard to wall in too. That ramp is damn big. So Whitera went in there and did a great amount of damage, and now he's got map control over the Terran player. Dragon does have a lot of Marines here, but you know, that's no surprise to Whitera. Whitera should know that, well, actually there is 2 more barracks being made here. I was gonna say Whitera should know there's a lot of Marines inside, but not this many Marines, and that is a lot of barracks coming up for Dragon as well. Is it possible here that Dragon is going to go for an all-in with just purely Marines. The Mothership Core coming in around the backside here is going to take out a couple of SCVs, and that SCV's come running away. He's like, I've got minerals, man. You have to die for me because I've got 5 minerals. And it looks like Dragon now bringing back some of the Marines. He will he be able to save the Mothership, kill off the Mothership Core? It doesn't look like he will for now. That Mothership Core will come around the back into the main, and meanwhile a lot of Marines pushing out in the middle of the field. And while Stalkers are good against unupgraded Marines, just from a raw numbers standpoint, that is too much firepower for Whitera to handle, who is going for a very quick third Nexus. I actually think that was the wrong build here from Whitera, who just didn't realize that Dragon is going for a Marine all-in here. This is a Barracks Marine all-in. And so while Whitera has grabbed a very quick third Nexus, that means he won't have a lot of forces. He was trying to quickly warp out more warp gates, but will he have enough? He's going to lose a lot of probes here, but at the same time, he's killing off a lot of SCVs. The Mothership Core, will it get that last Marine down? It will. It's already gotten 7 kills, but another Marine is coming in. Meanwhile, probes being pulled off the mineral line, and workers lost now, heavily favoring Whitera, but it is starting to change because of all these Marines that are running inside. And meanwhile, the Mothership Core was killed off. I'm not entirely sure who's ahead right now. 37 supply to 37. It is a neck-and-neck race, but if you look at the income, Whitera still has 28 workers, whereas the Terran is only at 19. Whitera also has a third Nexus, and it seems that he was able to make a hold against the all-out civilian Marine attack. All of the Marines were so pissed off. They were running in there with pitchforks in hand, yelling and screaming to take out the Protoss player, but it was too many Stalkers for those Marines to handle, and that's why unupgraded Marines are just so they're so bad. And really, that was pretty much an all-in from Dragon. 5 racks Marine, 2 base attack, and now he's trying to gas up, but he is so woefully behind in technology. I mean, don't even get me started. If you look at the gas right now, that is the first gas that he started to mine. Whitera has been, I mean, he's probably made at least, I don't know, 100 times more gas than the Terran player has at this point, and he's expended it as well, as you can see on the Stalkers on the field. So Whitera's got an extra base, he's got way better technology, and now he's even going to mess up the terrain. He's going to terraform it in the way he so pleases, so that Dragon cannot easily capture that command center. And so really, really looking good here for Whitera, but Dragon is going around the backside here. There is a stim pack upgrade coming as well, with the Marauder on top of that. So finally we're going to see some tech coming out from Dragon, but how is he going to make up for the fact that he's this far behind now in economy? It looks like he's going to try to ram the Marines. I don't know about this. There's a sentry there with Guardian Shield. And more zealots are warping in as well, so this doesn't look good for those Marines. And they might get sandwiched here with the Stalkers coming back. Although the Marines, oh, will they get that sentry? They will. But in the process, quite a bit of Marines that are actually going down. And these Marines are going to be nothing more than a very expensive scout. They might be able to kill off a couple of probes, but that's really no consolation, because Whitera coming in here with the Mothership Core has actually been killing off a lot of SCVs. This Mothership Core in the hands of Whitera, who says it's a defensive unit, it's an offensive unit, and Whitera's already killed off 14 SCVs already. And about 10 of those 14 workers going down to Mothership Cores. Whitera being so effective so far. Even terraformed the terrain over here with the rocks, so now Dragon really cannot easily capture the third CC, but I think really Dragon at this point has got to be more all-in than he's ever been before, because he still has no third CC on the way. He's trying to research stim and concussive shells and combat shields and all those upgrades. I don't even know if he's gonna get concussive shells. So this is gonna be it, I feel, for Dragon. He's gonna make a push right now. If he cannot end the game here and now, it is over for Dragon, and Whitera will take the victory. Scratch that, he is getting concussive shells, so it's going to be ready in about 10 seconds here. I really feel like Dragon needs to wait for stim to finish. It's still 40 seconds away, and charge is already done for Whitera. Oh, it's terrible, because Marines and Marauders without stim against charge lots? Yeah, that's what happens, man. You saw that Marauder getting obliterated. Terrible news here for Dragon. And Whitera with the sentry pushing forward like the flag bearer that it is, dropping that Guardian Shield down. And eventually Whitera, with the reinforcements that he's got coming on the field, should have more than enough to hold this off. And Dragon has to call GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed the casting there. If you did, check me out on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at HD StarCraft. You guys can, of course, subscribe or follow. And I'm going to have Game 2 of this set coming up after this cast. Stay tuned, guys. And this is, of course, HD. And I'm signing out.